early in the morning. We're going to chase these fellas clear down to Texas, so don't spend too much of your own money, right? We're going to divide up into 4 parties. And we'll hit all the farms and the trails to make a big circle. And we're bound to come across somebody that's seen these skunks.
Who's the fella who owns this shithole? You, fat man. Speak up.
I own this establishment. Bought it from Greeley for $1,000.
You better clear out of there.
Yes, sir. Just hold it right there. Hold it! Well, sir, you are a cowardly son of a bitch. You just shot an unarmed man.
Well, he should have armed himself. He's gonna decorate his saloon with my friend.
You'd be William Money out of Missouri. Killer of women and children.
That's right. I've killed women and children. Killed just about everything that walks or crawled at one time or another. And I'm here to kill you, Little Bill. For what you did to Ned. You boys better move away.
All right, gentlemen. He's got 1 barrel left. When he fires that, take out your pistols and shoot him down like the mangy scoundrel he is. Misfire. Kill us, bitch.
Hackman, Harris, yeah.
Yeah, Harris. Oh, one of his lines was, "I know why they call you Little Bill," and everyone fucking started laughing. And he was just the showman. Hackman wasn't too approachable, but then he's got enough friends. He doesn't need to make friends with us, and he also had to be a curmudgeon-y son of a bitch. It was only on my last night there that all of a sudden we get, I think I told you this, but I was like, Hackman wants to sing along. So we all go down to Hackman's trailer with our guitars, and we just start passing the guitars around and singing songs. And I picked up the guitar and I started doing Bobby McGee, and Hackman's over my right shoulder and he starts singing harmony along with me. And all I get is like, I'm going, holy fuck, I'm singing one of my dad's favorite songs with Gene fucking Hackman backing me up.
Right.
Up. And then
Gold, baby.
Morgan Freeman was a bit of a dick. But again, his character kind of called for it. We were the cops and he was not. So he would, at one point, there was a comedian on set who was going through cowboy terms. And one of them was a mail order cowboy or something to that effect. And it's like a guy that gets his cowboy outfits through the mail. And Morgan Freeman said, like you all. And he was like pissing on us. And it was like, and then on my last day there, I got bucked off the horse at the arriving with Morgan Freeman and the posse. I get bucked off my horse, and it's all fucking dramatic. And they bring in another horse. Buddy Van Horn kind of comes up to me and says, "No, no."
Oh, Buddy Van Horn. Buddy Van Horn was your stunt coordinator on that.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I wore his armadillo pad when I break the chair when I get shot in the bar. Buddy was like,
legend.
yeah.
All right, continue.
So I get bucked off the horse. I get bucked onto my gun on both guns. And Buddy comes up to me, just puts his hand on my lower back, and he just goes, "Now I know that hurt. So when you get on that plane tonight, you get some ice on your elbow." I was just like, "Yeah." So I get
Buddy Van Horn was also a bit of an actor. You know, he played the sheriff in High Plains Drifter that Eastwood replaces from The Ride Out of Hell. Anyway, but these guys, so Freeman never came around, but Clint was Clint. You're Clint's favorite actor. So
Morgan Freeman, I get back up on my horse and he went, "Well, you look good." And I had heard, because he was always out riding. He was a very good horseman. He was out with the cowboys. When he wasn't working, he was a cowboy. But I had heard from the stunt guys that earlier that morning he'd stopped by a creek with his horse and they were having a cigarette with his leg over the horn. And his horse kind of went, and dropped him in the drink. So he said, "Well, you look good." And before I even knew it, I said, "Well, at least I didn't get bucked into a pond and fuck up my wardrobe for the next shot." And the house came down. All the cowboys were like, "Oh my God." Personally, I almost said to the, "Oh, fuck, I won." Like, I called him out in front of, and everybody was there. We done the cast photo that day.
yeah,
Everybody was there, and I thought, "Oh, fuck." I probably got more respect in that moment. And to give him his due, Morgan took it. He took it.
yeah.
And then there's Eastwood. Eastwood, like, this was the one that we had. He said,
But before you get to Eastwood, you do have to give Morgan his props, because we know plenty of actors who would insist you get fired for that.
Yeah.
So it was nice that he took it and said, "All right, you guys got a moment." I mean, I do that shit all the time, but I'm me. I'm an easy target. But yeah. So anyway, so Eastwood.
But no, that's all the things that I've kind of just talked about was they don't need any new best friends. But when you stand up for yourself, people kind of like, when you don't take it, it's like, oh, it's like, because I saw him say to someone else going, "Look at me when you talk to me, man. You know, like he was an ornery son of a bitch, but all in his character. I can only imagine when he's on some of these other shows where he's got to be that salt of the earth that he's probably, I think he evolves that way. Who knows? But then Eastwood, I got two. I was up in the mountains with Bob Spade, because when you weren't working, they wanted you on a horse constantly and in your wardrobe, breaking everything in. And we're up in the mountains. You can see nothing. The compound was like a silver reflection of a thumbnail, like miles away. The only thing, we had a radio in one of the saddlebags, and we get this message saying, "Oh, we need Ratchford back on set ASAP." So we hop on the horses, and it was like, this is one of my, we go down this fucking mountain. We go across the creeks. We come up the bank, and we go flying across the plains up into Big Whiskey. There's no one there but Eastwood, and he's sitting on the end of a camera dolly, big tall one, and he's lining up something with over there. And I kind of bring the horse to a hockey stop, and we're just like, oh. And Eastwood looks up, "Give her more range, Jer." And I just remember sitting on my horse, kind of going, "Jer? I'm now Jer?" Like, oh, I was like, I'm still.
But Jer, what does that actually mean? Give her more range. What is that? What is he telling you to do there?
He's telling me to release the reins on the horse, that I was choking it too much, because we just come to a stop, and it was like, now, but it's just, "Give her more reins, Jer."
So,
yeah.
no, when you saw Eastwood on your next film, you said, "Hey, Clint, it's me, Jer.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this or what?"
I said to him, hey, I was on The Unforgiven, and I was a lot heavier than I was on The Unforgiven. But he went, an alumni.
Did he?
And then classic to Eastwood, like he doesn't say action, he doesn't say cut. And it's from working on the Westerns because horses, when they hear those words, they fuck around. So he just says, when you're ready, and you start up. And then when the scene's over, it plays out. We could, this time. So I'm in the scene with the guys, and I start saying, you want to be singing some Jailhouse Rock tonight? I start getting quotes. And at one point, we're doing this verbal back and forth. And I said, so are you trying to make my day? And I hear Clint comes walking up from behind the camera and goes, you got it in there, did you?
Mhm.
I said, yeah, I kind of had to. And he says, do you think you can get Big Girls Don't Cry in there? And also I was like, you're
Hell yes.
you're
Yeah.
asking me for a specific improv? And then I was like, it's got to be done. It's like I had to, and it couldn't be, hey, Big Girl. It had
Yeah,
to
man, this is a no question situation, of course.
I got it in there.
Hi there, everybody. Voice actor Roger Craig Smith here to talk to you about NMOSD. It can paralyze you, it can blind you, it can even kill you in a matter of minutes, but we are very close to a cure. And with that cure could come a cure for cancer. So please go to the Guthrie Jackson Foundation and donate today. Appreciate it.